We're back at Crater Lake again for our 10th time in a row, I think. 10th time or 10 years in a row. Next year we're gonna do this boat tour right there. Lots of people on that boat.
They join, but they don't come to anything. Then you don't see them. They get busy. A lot of people try to join before they retire, and that's wonderful.
So, most of you know Crater Lake. Here with my boy. Hi, boy. Say hi to everybody.
I didn't understand.
No, you want to be shy. Big goofball. It's just, there's still snow. Still snow. Now he wants to say hi. So, and somebody fell down this area right about here from an observatory over there, fell down that hole and died. Yep. Okay, so Elizabeth, explain to me what happened with the dead squirrel.
Who's gonna put it in the fire?
No, we're not putting it in the fire. Shush.
Don't listen to Cousin Joe.
Only when it comes to...
You know, Daddy.
Okay, what happened? Where did you find the squirrel?
We found it by a dead hollow tree.
Okay.
Heck? I mean,
Looks like it's just sleeping.
Okay. Okay. And how did it get over here, Elizabeth? No, not we. Nah, Logan, stop touching it.
Both of us, Logan, he grabbed it 2 sticks, picked it up, and put it into my basket. Then we drove it home, and then we sold you guys.
Okay, but did you pick it up with your fingers?
Yeah.
Ew. Where did you pick it up at?
Here.
No, like where on the chipmunk? Or the squirrel?
Tail?
On his tail.
Duh.
Duh.
And here's the funny part. I ripped off its tail. I ripped off its tail.
And what is camping, Lizzie? It's not camping unless
there's a squirrel because squirrels make nature.
And
I want to see what kind of earwax it has.
Disgusting! That's disgusting. Get this thing out of its ear.
You put that dead chipmunk or ground squirrel in your basket of your bike?
Yes.
That basket's now trash. You know that, right?
It is not. It is not.
Cut that thing off.
Put a little dirt on it.
Matthew, stop!
Put a little.
There's not even any blood on it.
Put a little dirt on it. I think he just died of. I think he died from all of our laughter last night.
Yeah. I killed.
Here. See?
No.
Why does this keep coming down?
That's not fun. That's not trash. It's just
Here.
Hey,
trash.
I'm gonna put that thing in your pillowcase.
I will put it
You put that
outside
thing
the
in my
door.
trailer, Joe, and you will never, ever hear the end of it.
Logan, that's enough. We'll get
I think
it.
it farted.
We'll get it.
I heard it. I think it farted.
All right, we need to pick it up, right?
Ew, no.
You have to pick it up and go bury it, right?
No.
Yes.
Here, see its earwax. Its earwax.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, he's gonna drop it on the other side of the cove. Eh, dang it. It's alright.
Maybe it's closer to the fire. Don't go watch him dump it.
He's in the forest, dude. You can't watch him.
Second time, not one right up. I can wash my hands right here. No.
She's not.
What?
She's not soap.
Then what is it?
Here he comes. He's gonna go right over the top of us.
Then what do I?
Oh, no. No, there he goes.
Yeah, there's a forest fire over there. Oh, watch.
Again, I don't want to go.
No, we can just stay here, Lizzie.
We can't. Think of
That's what I'm kind of hoping for. Oh, I want to get wet. The people at the campsite are like, "Ah, crap, it's raining."
He looks out the window the whole time.
Yeah. Charlie's up in the trees. Alright, so I'm gonna put this light on my head. It's a pretty cool light. So today, so far, we have had we sat on the lake, we played some games, we
let's see. Yesterday we went to Crater Lake. The day before that we did the pontoon boat. I don't really videotape much. You know, we're here with family. So my extended family, cousins and stuff. But the coolest thing today was, as you saw just before this, was the helicopter flying in. The fire is about 10 miles away from us, but it only took the helicopter 4 minutes and 35 seconds to come to fill up, drop it on the fire, and then come back. It was pretty cool. Maybe I shouldn't have picked this one. I'll just keep doing that the whole time. Won't that trip you out? Anyways, so we will, right now we're going to go see some bats. That's going to be cool. I don't know if you can see up here, this ridge right here is actually right in front of us. But it looks like it's really far away, doesn't it? Because that's all the smoke that's coming. And over there, you'll be able to see when we get there. But the bats hang out on this little dock right here. It's very cool. Lamolo Lake is where we're at, see? Lamolo Lake. Skeleton hat, I know, super cool, huh? And so yeah, we're gonna go over here, sit on the dock, people are fishing, and we're gonna see what's going on. So here we go. So this is normally very clear, and that ridge is like right over that little tree line there. It's very, very clear.
This is the smokiest day so far.
Yeah. That's my cousin Joe. Joe's a burly man. Joe, how burly are you? Joe doesn't like to be on camera.
The answer to that.
Joe doesn't want to be on camera.
He doesn't like camera.
There's that. Oh,
I
there's
didn't
Joe.
even know you had the camera going.
I know. Now I do. And I have been the whole time. What are you doing?
Hi.
Are you putting pumice in my pocket?
Yes.
Because where are we, Logan? The
Hi.
lake? Hi. Lamolo
We're
Lake.
at Lamolo Lake.
Yep, and that's right next to.
Moosey.
And that's right next to. Yeah,
Moosey.
they have a moose.
Moosey.
Moose on your shirt. And that's right next to what lake?
Crater.
And that's where all the pumice came from when Crater Lake exploded. So yeah, this is all this smoke is coming from fires over there.
There.
And that's why we're getting weird stuff. So maybe we'll come out here again tonight and do the moon, which comes up right where his head is.
Yeah, we go see the moon.
I see Joe's head is the moon right now. Oh, whoop. So, hey Jen, are we catching any fish?
No.
Tons of bites.
She's scared to come out here because of the bats, first off.
All by yourself?
Yeah,
Until Logan got here.
Then she had me to walk with her.
I hear you.
Why?
I was talking to Logan, actually.
Ooh.
So actually, it's almost brighter than it should. I mean, this is not as bright as, I mean, this is like daytime almost out now, right? This smoke is making it. But yeah, we're trying to get the bats. So there's some bats up there. Let's see if we can get these guys.
Right there.
So those are bats up there. Oh, I'm looking at the trees right now because they're up in the trees.
Trees?
Oh, there they are.
Bats. Bats like trees. Bats like trees.
They do. That's where they live.
Bats like food.
Yep. And the food's on the lake. Oh, there goes one just above us. Oh.
Bats are good because they eat all our mosquitoes.
That's very right. That's very right. And I'm trying to
Eater.
find, see if we can get some to come near us. Yeah, there are not nearly as much bats out as normal. Normally this entire area right here, you can't even see it, but this is the boat dock area right here. Normally this is all covered in bats out here. But for some reason, they're staying up high tonight.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yep, there they are. They're staying up there in the tree.
4 eyes. I have 4 eyes.
So, yep. That's like the worst scene over there because that is where a lot of the smoke is coming in right there. That's where all the smoke's coming into this area. You're such a butthead. Okay, so we're back now. I'll sit over here so it makes more sense. So I'm gonna do one of these Hellmouth, let's get serious now vlogs, or part of this vlog. So before all this, you saw all the stuff we did at camping, the helicopter and all that kind of stuff. And so one of the things, I'm gonna start off with a good thing, and then we'll go to the maybe not so good thing, but maybe a super good thing as well. I know, how can a bad thing be a super good thing? You're gonna find out. So, while I was sitting around there, people were asking me, that I went with a bunch of my cousins. The topic of Halloween came up because I dabble in Halloween a little bit. Just a little bit, not very much. I don't really, I don't live it or anything. It's a small, tiny thing. Like most of us, small. And they kind of asked me about what I do in Northwest and Northwest Terror Tours and and the conventions and what we do it here at Scare Hollow and stuff like that and how we got into it and stuff. So one of the things that kind of came out of it was that there's a lady on Facebook named Melody who did a pirate ship. I know you guys have all seen it on Hunters Hangout and stuff like that. And she did a pirate ship. And Logan saw it. And I even commented on it before. I said, man, if Logan sees this, he's going to freak out. And he's going to want one of those. And so I was flipping through Facebook at home. And we have our computer on our TV. So he sees pretty much anything I look at on Facebook. And so it strolled through. And he goes, wait! And we had to stroll back down. And then there it was. And he's like, that would be so cool, Dad. So I kind of already had the idea of doing this anyways, but I thought, well, I'll let him see it, let him come up with the, wanting to do it. And so we have decided that our next theme will be a pirate ship or a pirate theme. One of the cool things is that Costco sells pirate skeletons right now, so we're probably going to be going to get one of those this weekend, maybe two. We'll see. We'll see how our money looks. Because hunters need to stick to their budgets, right? Budgets. So one of the cool things is that I was there all weekend, and I have my sketch pad with me, which pretty much goes on any longer trip or any Halloween related thing. I always bring my sketchbook with me because you never know what's going to come out of it. So imagine this was a very similar setup as my motel, and the idea is that this is the bottom of the driveway, this is the house, this is the garage up here. So they would walk in. This is the pirate ship in the driveway. You go in to the hull of the pirate ship, and the pirate ship deck is up here, so that the pirate ship sits above you, and then you're underneath the pirate ship in the main hull. So you walk down, you have some dungeon, some skeletons on the walls and stuff like that. You have some kraken out here, a little gangplank. That's an access door for us as well. So you walk through here, you go into the pirate captain, and he got his desk, and he has his rum. It's right there. There'll be much rum. Ashley's fireplace will be in there, so we can reuse that. We'll have some windows in here with some videos playing. Sinful Audio has provided me with the sound effects for pirates already, which I purchased. They made them, and I purchased them. So Sinful Audio, thank you. I already have sound effects for my pirate theme. Then you walk through here. You have the cannons area, which will be manned by a couple of skeletons or actors, and they'll be shooting off the cannons. There'll be loud noises in there. Of course, the cannon smoke will be coming out the side. And then we have a barrel. Of course, you gotta have a barrel on a ship. There'll be a jump scare in there. And here, my super crude drawing of guys. Sorry about the shadows. Of guys doing rowing oars. So we're gonna have the oars out here. Once it focuses. So the oar guys will be sitting here. We'll probably have 2 skeletons and 2 actors. They'll be rowing, and then we'll have another barrel scare here, and you walk out. So, oh, and then you want to see my crude drawing of how this is going to look on top? Boom. So the boat will actually, so you'll be walking in here, and the boat will actually come straight out, straight down, because it'll be made out of pallets. And then I'll construct a little extra piece to come down like that, so that it does look like a ship and it hides the edge of the pallets. But you're going to have the, obviously the deck area with the ship's wheel. It's my best ship's wheel ever. A couple of masts. Logan said we had to have a crow's nest, so we'll have one of those. We'll have 2 masts, so we'll have 3 masts and a flag, and which we'll use his flag from his room that he got for Christmas the other a couple years ago. Some kraken, some oars, and then the gangplank. What's that say? Oh yeah, we're gonna put a cannon out there too, and then the gangplank door will be back here. So this will be sitting out front of the house. Now here's the good news and the bad news. I see this is going on 6 minutes, so I'm gonna try to keep this short and sweet because we don't know the whole story yet. what's happening, and you may have seen on Facebook the last couple of days, Wednesday and Thursday of last week, right before I went camping, the landlord and an estate agent came through our house, since we're renters. And the owners of my house, the one owner had died, the husband had died several years ago, I think maybe before we bought the house, or rented the house. And then the wife had died, just recently. So the house is now in a trust. And it was always in a trust, now it's in an estate. I don't know any of that crap, and I don't want to know it because it affects me more than anybody else in the world. They don't know what's going to happen with the house. They may sell it. They may sell it to the realty company that owns my house, that operates the landlord. They're a Fox Realty, Fox Management. They run the house, basically. They could buy the house and then just rent it to me. So, yes. So we may lose the house. We may be able to buy it. We're not... Lots of different options. We can buy the house, technically. We'd see what that would be, what that situation would hold with how much rent we've paid. Would that mull into being able to buy the house with that money down, all that kind of stuff? Or we may just go and buy a house, which we're not really ready for, but we have some options with that. We were not ready for it at this point, but now I guess we're going to maybe have to get in that mode. So as of right now, Scare Hollow is going to be on a hiatus until we figure out what we're going to do. Hopefully it's only going to be probably a couple months. It could only be, we could find out Monday. It's Tuesday. Sorry, I've been camping for a week. So it could be tomorrow. It could be Thursday. It could be Friday. It could be next month. It could be 5 months from now. We don't know. So until we know, we're going to probably not. We may put up a few things up in the yard, but we're going to actually forego putting me and actually making our own tombstones, because if we have to start packing, then we obviously can't be worried about making tombstones. So technically, as of this moment, Scare Hollow is on a hiatus to wait for the next house, or wait to see what happens with this one. If we stay here, we're doing the pirate theme here, and it'll be super awesome. If we don't live here, then we will see what time frame we're at the new house, what we can do, what our situation is as a family, all that kind of stuff. As all haunters know, family comes first, and haunting comes first-ish. So we will obviously update people along the road as we go, but right now we're going to probably just put out stuff that we've had before. It's not really what I want to do, but we're not going to really be around Halloween night anyways, because we're going to do trick-or-treating with my kids. I've never done that before, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to go to other haunts. I'm also going to be going up to Tacoma to work, to be an actor at Hellmouth this year on probably the Saturday night of Halloween, right before Halloween. So if you are in the Tacoma, Lakewood area, come see Hellmouth, the return of Hellmouth. Also, I'll be hanging out with Jim from Shattered Dreams House of Horrors, as usual, the three amigos, obviously. But I'll be over there at his. I won't be working at his, because his is only open Halloween night, but I'll go over there. I'll see it, we'll vlog it, all that kind of stuff. He's going to work at Hellmouth as well, and probably so is Angie, so that'll be awesome. And so yeah, so we have, and I'm gonna obviously do what I did a couple years ago when I drove around to a bunch of different haunts. I'll take you guys along with me. We're gonna do as many haunts as we can. We're gonna do the Northwest Terror Tours, all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna have a lot of fun, and so we'll see where this takes us. Like I said, the bad is that we might lose the house. The good is that we might be able to buy a house. We want some property, which would mean we would have no problem building something larger. Western town would be a couple years down the road because we want to make it big. So there's a lot of options that we can run with. We don't want to move into the city, further in the city. We actually want to move further out, but obviously options may force us to do something different. And then obviously with my job too. So I'm losing my job December 1st. We could be losing the house within that amount of time, and we have all the Halloween stuff to do. So even the C word is on hold-ish, because if we're not gonna be here, then I'm not gonna put up the lights. So we will see what goes on, but something amazing might come out of it, and something terrible might come out of it. But yeah, we'll see. So serious, bad, good, super awesome, terrible, I don't know. We'll just see how this goes. But you know me, I'm super optimistic about everything, and I keep everything on a high note. So I think we're gonna have fun with it. It's gonna be scary, but we're gonna have fun with it, and we're gonna see what comes of it. You know, nothing may change, everything might change. I know that if it changes, it'll change for the better. See what happens, and we'll take you guys all along with us. Haunt on. Scare hollow. Out.